Welcome everyone. Today we have an incredible story for you. One that will inspire you, move you, and make you believe that nothing is impossible. Imagine this: a tea seller, a boy from a small town. Not once, not twice, but multiple times defied all odds and rose to become the Prime Minister of India. Not just any leader today. In 2025, he is the most famous leader in the world. People in India admire him so much that they have even built temples in his name. This story is more than just politics. It's about hard work, dedication, and the power of dreams, and this is a perfect story for your English listening and learning practice. So if you want to hear more inspiring stories, make sure to subscribe and stay with us until the end. Now let's begin in this unbelievable journey. Narendra Modi was born on September 17, 1950, in a small town called Vadnagar, in the state of Gujarat, India. At that time, India was still a young country, having gained independence. Just 3 years earlier, in 1947, his family was very poor. They belonged to the Gansi community, which was considered a lower-class caste in India. His father, Damodardas Modi, ran Asmal tea stall near the railway station. His mother, Hiraben Modi, was a simple and hard-working woman who did household chores. To support the family, the Modi family lived in a tiny single-story house made of mud. The house had no electricity, no running water, and no proper furniture. Life was tough. There were 6 children in the family, and Narendra was the third child. The family struggled even for basic food from a very young age. Narendra Modi understood the value of hard work. His father used to wake up before sunrise, boil water, and prepare tea to sell at the railway station. Little Narendra, just 6 or 7 years old, would wake up early in the morning, help his father, and serve tea to passengers at the station. He would carry hot tea in small clay cups and run around serving tired travelers. Sometimes he had to walk barefoot because his family couldn't afford shoes. Even in the cold winter, he would wake up at 4 a.m., start the fire, and help his father before going to school. But here's the interesting thing: Narendra Modi was not ashamed of selling tea. Instead, he saw it as a way to learn while serving tea. He would listen to passengers talking about the world politics and great leaders. One day, he heard someone talking about Swami Vivekananda, the great Indian monk. This changed his life forever. Even though Narendra was poor, he was always curious and wanted to learn new things. He studied at Vadnagar Primary School, where his teachers noticed something special about him. He was not the best student in academics, but he had extraordinary confidence. He loved participating in debates, speeches, and plays even at a young age. He spoke with so much energy that people started noticing him. One day when he was 8 years old, his school organized a play. Narendra played a small role, but when he spoke, everyone was amazed. His voice was powerful, and his expressions were so strong that people thought he was born to be a leader. Unlike other kids who spent time playing, young Narendra spent hours in the library. He read books on history, great leaders, and spiritual masters. He was deeply influenced by Swami Vivekananda, who taught about self-discipline, courage, and serving the nation. By the time he was 12 years old, he started meditating and thinking about the meaning of life. His dream was not to become rich, but to serve people. At the age of 17, Narendra Modi did something shocking. He left his home. Yes, you heard that right. He didn't tell. His parents didn't take any money and just disappeared. Why? Because he wanted to discover the world. He met monks, scholars, and social workers. This journey changed his mind forever. When he finally returned home, he was not just Narendra Modi anymore. He had a vision, a dream, and a fire inside him. He was ready to change. India and Indian culture. Parents often arrange marriages for their children, and Narendra Modi's family was no different. When he was just 18 years old, his parents decided to get him married. His bride's name was Jashoda Narendra Modi. She was a quiet and traditional girl who came from a simple family. Their marriage was a traditional Hindu ceremony with all the customs, rituals, blessings, and family celebrations. However, there was something unusual about this marriage. Even though the wedding took place, Narendra Modi was never ready for it. Most young men in India accept their arranged marriages, but Narendra Modi was different. He had already decided that his life was not meant for a normal family. Life he wanted to serve the country, work for society, and dedicate himself to a bigger purpose. So very soon, after the marriage, he left his wife and never lived with her. This was a bold and controversial decision. Some people criticized him, while others admired his dedication, but he never looked back. He believed that to become a great leader, he had to sacrifice personal relationships. After leaving home, Narendra Modi joined the Arya Swam Sak SRSS, a Hindu nationalist organization that trained young men in disciplined leadership and service to the nation. His first job in RSS was not glamorous. He had to sweep floors, serve tea, and clean the office, but he never complained. He knew that great leaders start from the bottom. Slowly, he started doing more important tasks. He was given the duty of organizing meetings, recruiting young people, and managing events. One of his biggest strengths was his ability to speak and inspire people. Whenever he gave a speech, people listened. His confidence, strong voice, and powerful words made him stand out. The RSS leaders noticed him and gave him bigger responsibilities. He traveled across India, met farmers, poor people, and students, and listened to their problems. During this time, he learned how to connect with people, how to organize political campaigns, how to handle criticism and opposition. This period in RSS was like a training ground for him. He was getting ready for something bigger. In 1975, something huge happened in India. The Prime Minister at that time, Indira Gandhi, declared a national emergency. This meant that all opposition leaders were arrested. Newspapers were censored and protests were banned. Many RSS leaders were also jailed. Narendra Modi went underground during this time. He lived in disguise, constantly changing locations, wearing different clothes and using fake names to avoid arrest. He secretly worked to spread awareness about democracy and helped leaders escape from police. This period tested his courage and intelligence. After the emergency ended in 1977, he became even more popular among political circles. His name was now recognized and people saw him as a fearless leader. After working for almost 15 years in the RSS, Narendra Modi was sent to work for the Bharatiya Janata Party, BJP at that time. BJP was a small party struggling to gain power, but Modi brought new energy. He started organizing big events, political campaigns, and speeches that attracted thousands of people. One of his biggest successes came in 1995, when BJP won the state elections in Gujarat. This was the first step in Modi's journey to the top. In 2001, something unexpected happened. Gujarat's Chief Minister Kesai Patel had to resign due to health issues, and the party needed a strong replacement. Narendra Modi was chosen. At first, people doubted him. He'd never held a government position before. But within a few months, everything changed under Modi's leadership. Gujarat started growing rapidly. He focused on building better roads and infrastructure, improving electricity supply, attracting businesses and industries. This was the time when he became famous for his strong leadership. Business leaders started praising him. People began calling him a development-oriented leader. But his journey was not smooth. In 2002, just a few months after Modi became chief minister, one of the worst riots in Indian history happened in Gujarat. A train carrying Hindu pilgrims was set on fire, and in response, violent riots broke out between Hindus and Muslims. Over 1,000 people died, and the entire state was in chaos. Modi was heavily criticized. Some people said he didn't do enough to stop the riots. Others accused him of supporting the violence. For years, this event haunted his political career. Many thought his journey was over, but Modi did not give up. Instead, he focused on development and economic growth, trying to rebuild his image. Slowly, Gujarat became one of the fastest-growing states in India, attracting investments from big companies. People saw how Modi transformed the state. Despite the challenges, by 2012, Narendra Modi was already one of the most famous leaders in India. He had been the chief minister of Gujarat for 11 years, and people were talking about how he had changed Gujarat. Some people loved him, calling him a strong visionary leader. Others still criticized him, especially for the 2002 riots. But no matter what people thought, one thing was clear: Modi was now a national leader. And something even bigger was about to happen in 2013, the Bharat Janata Party. BJP was looking for a strong leader for the 2014 general elections. The party needed someone powerful, confident and popular, someone who could win the hearts of millions of Indians. And for many people in the party, the best choice was Narendra Modi. But this decision was not easy. Some BJP leaders did not want Modi to be the candidate. They thought he was too controversial because of the Gujarat tryouts. The opposition parties strongly opposed him. They said he was not fit to lead India. Many news channels criticized him and tried to stop his rise, but Modi was determined. He was not someone who gave up easily. In September 2013, BJP officially declared Narendra Modi as their prime ministerial candidate. And that's when the real battle began. Narendra Modi started his biggest ever political campaign. He traveled all across India, covering hundreds of cities and villages. He gave thousands of speeches promising people a better India. He used social media, like Twitter and Facebook, to reach young people. His team created powerful slogans like AB Bar, Modi Sarar. This time, Modi's government people connected with him because he was not from a rich political family like many other leaders. He was a common man, a tea seller who had work.